Welcome everybody to season 1, episode 1 of JebenaTalk. I'm your host, Misakir. To my left.
Kalab.
All right. We just want to start off real quick by saying Melkam Gena, happy Ethiopian Christmas to all the brothers and sisters out there. Hope you guys are enjoying it, spending it the safe way and the right way. You know, if you guys are already with your families, cool. If you're not, stay home, man. Stay home.
Yeah. Melkam Gena, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully everybody's having a good time with their family. You know, it's one of those things where COVID took, a lot from us, especially when it comes to gathering and things in that nature.
Facts.
But, the safe way, celebrate the Yaraga Chundona Nasavallan. And, today we're going to be talking about are you going to take the vaccine or no? COVID, no Menara. And you can go ahead and start us off, bro.
Personally, I'm a little indifferent. For me, it's more of I want to see a little bit more information, but in the long run, I definitely feel like I'm going to take it just because, I miss hanging out with my family. I miss hanging out with my dad, my mom. Whenever I see them, I have to stay in the basement isolated, so it's like I don't even really see them.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but...
No, definitely. For me, just like you said, if I see more data to where it shows that it's safe, because there's a lot of misunderstanding out there. A lot of times, we get that fast Instagram little post that says, Bill Gates is trying to kill everybody. You know what I mean? Like
Facebook news reporters.
It's like one of those things where there's so much misinformation going on about it that we usually get the negative one too,
Yeah.
And I mean, since we talked about it, I did a few research here and there to where it kind of skewed my thinking to, it's like but I'm interesting you on another no. It's not one of those easy things where and in not that like we're not scientists, so we can't
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
But it's hard.
It's complicated, bro. You can't really understand the full extent. Like
so it's super hard. It scares me a little bit, especially I mean like we talked about it last time, the mRNA
how they come up with the coding and stuff like that.
To niche, it's like the genetical aspect, so that means they can change your genetics or whatnot.
To an extent,
to niche into no. Plus, the other thing that worries me a little bit is the fact that it's being funded by, by
there's private companies
that are doing it. So it's super to niche. It's like
it's a combination though for so if you look at the Operation Warp Speed, it's a combination of multiple countries, multiple businesses, and then also multiple government agencies.
Mm-hmm.
So to an extent, there is definitely going to be some liability to it, but
at the same time, you don't want to fall into that. Which
you don't want to be on that the commercial. Do you have meningitis, madam? If you think so, you might be possible to join the lawsuit.
Definitely, it's super hard to it scares me a little bit, but at the same time, it's one of those things where. If you look at polio, for instance, and Ebola and SARS and things in that nature,
bro. I mean, nobody is.
They were saying the same thing about it. You know what I mean? Facts. So, somebody took it and this happened and whatnot.
There's gonna be side effects. You feel me?
At the end, yeah.
For me, that the side effects. Don't get me wrong. The sore arm stuff like that, I'm cool with. The only thing I can't deal with is like that Bell's palsy that some people are getting, where their face gets stuck. Sometimes. That's deep, bro. That's deep.
That's what scares me.
But one of my good friends actually that I used to work with, he's interning at CVS, and they're doing vaccinations for certain organizations, certain rehab organizations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that they actually did was one of the things he was telling me was like in terms of it actually being that like dangerous and stuff like that, it's really not. The Bell's palsy apparently goes away maximum after like 6 months.
No,
you're gonna be out here looking like Two-Face for 6 months, so it's not too bad.
It's one of those things, but at the same time, if it's gonna help everybody out, it's
for sure,
gonna have
to
implement it.
You know what I'm saying? You've been wearing a mask for 8 months. You know what I'm saying? You can do another 6 months.
No, for sure, man. Because if it's gonna be one of those things where it can help a lot of people out, and a lot of people are dying, and it gets back. We're not gonna go back to normal as we,
right away.
But
for sure,
as time is here, we're gonna get there. So I'm with it as long as I see enough data, and wifey being a nurse, there's a few nurses that took it at her work, and I was telling her like, so any
When are you?
so there's actually this is when I found out there's actually two phases that you got to do it.
Yeah,
It's
so you
not
get
just
your
one.
first vaccine, and then like a week or two later, they give you the second dose.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Like, I thought it was just one shot, you good to go. It's like,
and then it's also
yeah.
like how they handle it. Like they got to keep it on like minus 70
oh yeah,
degrees
the
Celsius.
refrigerator.
Yeah, and I was like,
one
bro,
refrigerator costs like 22,000, like to keep it.
brother, I better get that shot.
I'm like,
ASAP.
what? Like, bro, yeah,
I
there's
paid
a
my
lot
taxes
of,
this year, brother. I need mine first.
But yeah, no. The thing is though, a lot of times, people when we think about COVID, we always see it as a negative intent. Which is, I'm not saying it's positive, but then, I'm one of those.
I'm waiting for this part.
But I'm also one of those, like, with any negative, there's also a positive that comes with it.
It's like a lesson type thing, yeah.
Not just the lesson aspect of it, but there's always something to learn from it. Like, to where for me personally, like, ever since COVID happened, I was able to, like, spend more time with my kids, because I used to complain about not spending time with
You also
them.
became a chef. I see your Instagrams every
I've
morning.
been I've been doing my healthy food for a minute, but
yeah,
so that by itself was like, okay, you got to spend so much time with
quality
your loved
time,
ones,
bro.
yeah, like but at the same time, the more there's people that have been losing their job and things in that nature.
Forget the job, bro.
Yeah.
There's been people losing families. I saw a dude who was like, he lost his dad, his sister, and his aunt all in the same like. Gosh, I couldn't imagine that, bro.
Bro, yeah, that part is
like literally half of your family got wiped out in a matter of a year just because of a stupid. Yeah, it's wild.
But then at the same time, when the Vashita came about, I feel like a lot of people are not hip about like they need to change their diet.
Oh, bro.
You know what I mean? Like it's soup part. Like your immune system needs to be up there to fight these,
You know what I'm saying?
viruses,
Everybody just drink ginger tea and takes vitamin C pills and think everybody like, I'm good. I drink orange juice. I drink ginger tea. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, all right, brother, give it 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Catch that joy.
It's no joke, but a lot of time, I mean, if you build your immune system, I feel like you're gonna be.
Oh, for sure.
In a
It's
better
definitely
place.
for sure. Eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the black community, they're like the biggest underlying fact is like the obesity, heart conditions, and stuff like that. Yeah, man. They said mortality within the black community is like almost 2 to 3 times higher than the average.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's like, yeah, man, it's definitely impacting the black community. So for me personally, like when I go on Instagram and I see people turning up in VA and stuff like that, I'm like, bro,
that's scary.
You are blind, bro. Like you guys are crazy.
That's scary.
Bro.
To me, that's scary because especially with the hookah spots and thing. I got nothing against hookah spots, but
bro, you gotta think about your family, bro. Like I understand you might live alone, so I guess if you live alone and you don't go see your family, sure. But at the end of the day, it's even at that,
that's the
bro.
way it passes on, though.
Even
you know
that,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like we are talking about hookah. I mean, hookah right there, like you breathing. You know what I mean? Like
when you blow out, you see the smoke. That's your particles are going with that smoke, brother.
It's like Aladdin, you know. It's just gonna be Aladdin.
Who's that?
You don't know Aladdin?
Nah, brother. I've never heard of an I know Aladdin.
He came from
Talking about Aladdin?
China Let
Is the Alibaba version?
I sound like Trump.
Is the Alibaba version?
The
China flu?
Yeah, like.
Is the China flu, the China virus?
Nah, that's the crazy part, but he didn't do it right, though. You know what I mean? Like, I seen one video where Obama was talking about it. He said we need to pretty much get ready for this kind of mess. Like, it's going to be bigger, yeah.
Oh,
and
for sure.
we should invest in that. And
for sure.
When it did happen, the infrastructure wasn't there. Like, they couldn't do it.
Yeah, man. Even now, like, I think California, as of December, was fully...
again, on the second lockdown?
Oh, not even a lockdown, but their hospitals were at 0 capacity. Like, they have no room for anybody. The ICUs are overbooked. So it's like they're making makeshift hospitals in the parking lots and different areas. I'm like, bro...
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. It's definitely something serious, and people are just taking it a little too lightly, from my personal opinion.
Definitely.
Even us, man. We were shooting a podcast with masks on.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, man. It's at least the least thing you can do is put on a mask and try to
think about your family, man. That's the main thing for me. Is just
definitely, man.
The idea of even if they don't pass away, just going through that battle. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy funny though? I think every Habesha parent thought they have it and they're done with it. because they're like, if they had the little cold, they're like, yeah, man,
I
it's
got a
COVID.
flu.
Okay. I'm done.
You had a runny nose. It's a wrap.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Good if I
brother.
No, knock on wood. Knock on muscle.
I was about to say, that's not even. That's not even wood, brother.
But
You
yeah,
set yourself up for failure right there.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, man,
it's one of those.
Yeah,
We
it's
definitely
wild,
have to
man.
do our part.
You know what's
You
been
know.
funny to me though? How everybody thought Africa was gonna get destroyed. Even me personally, I thought like, oh, if it touches Africa, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Just because of the
Yeah.
lack of infrastructure and everything like that. But God, you know what I'm saying? God willing, they got spared for the most part.
Yeah, but they still not
In the clear.
Yeah,
Oh, for
it's
sure.
not in the clear, and everybody already acting like nothing is going on. Because again,
this is 2020, brother.
it's like, man, when it happened, like,
bro, people walking around no mask, no
Bro,
nothing,
people
chilling.
still-
It's normal life
I'm
out there.
telling you, man, it's like, whoa, what's going? You know what I mean? Like they're doing their thing, and it's like,
Yeah,
is it really like worth it or why not? I mean, don't demo. It's but it's
Nah.
come though. You know what I mean? At the same
for
time,
sure,
it's come
for sure. And that's the thing. Like, one of the things that they were saying is like, in terms of vaccination, whatever. They're like, oh, we don't want to be the guinea pigs, which I completely understand. Especially if the numbers aren't anywhere near the rest of the world, don't make us the guinea pigs. But now, when it comes to the vaccine, we're on the tail end of it. So it's like Africa's supposed to be like one of the last people to get it because of their financial ability, whatever. And to me, like when I see places like America, Canada, and Germany buying like 3-4
More
times their
than-
population, like what are you expecting to happen, brother? That you need double dosage? Like how does that make sense? You think that the first vaccines are gonna work, so I got to take it again?
No,
You know
the thing
what I'm
is, like, even if it does, like, cause some come out enough, if a person have to take 2 of those shots,
Yeah.
so the chances are for each of their.
Well, so
you
no,
know,
they're already counting. So they're saying like when they're counting one shot, or
it's also
they're counting
the
both
other-
doses.
Oh,
You feel me? So they're saying like
wow,
one
okay.
person, whatever. But just to be
Nah,
safe,
you see,
each
that's
country's
not
getting
fair.
double the
Yeah.
amount of it. And it's like Canada got like close to 5 times
Nah,
their
you see,
population
yeah,
amount. I'm like,
nah,
what?
nah.
5 times? Like who?
That's not fair.
Like, what are you
yeah.
waiting for the future in case it happens again? Like, oh, we already got it on deck. Like, bro, you can let
mean,
that happen
because-
once you vaccinate everybody, then keep making it.
Yeah.
But right now, do it to the rest of the world. But it's savage, man.
It's one of those things, man.
It's crazy. You went from helping people, now that you got a cure, it's back to business.
Oh yeah, no, I've been back to business.
Back to
Like pharmaceuticals are.
Bill Gates, man, that man is.
Yeah, they're making, they're doing it. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not trying to defend the guy, but I seen a documentary where he was like, when it comes to the polio, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
he's still like helping out, trying to fight it off because there's still some hot spots in Africa.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And,
I
you know,
don't
like-
doubt that at all.
So he's doing those kind of things, and then also like a lot of times in India and even in Africa, because they don't have a sewer system. So when they use the shintabet, zao, and then they drink that same water, which causes
It
disease. So
recycles,
he was investing a lot of money onto
like water purifying systems
yeah,
and stuff
and
like
so
that.
they can use the bathroom, and then the shintabet
Yeah.
like
They'll clean it and they can reuse it or whatever.
for farming or anything in that nature. So when I was looking at those things and how he really trying to change the world with his
Oh, no, he
business,
definitely is.
yeah, I'd be like, a lot of times when I see the negative things, I'll be like, half of the people that are saying
Is it
these
interpretation or is it
Yeah.
actually like him really being maniacal and evil about his ideas? Which
yeah,
I agree
but
with
then
you on
it's
that.
at the same time, like, there's mad, like, Jeff Bezos, I don't know, like, I didn't go through his whole, like, what he does, man.
Bro,
But
he
you
just
don't-
makes money, brother.
Yeah,
That's
you
all he
don't hear
does.
anything like him trying to do, like,
Philanthropy
okay,
work
yeah.
and stuff like because
So
he doesn't
trying to-
care, brother. They're saying the
I'm
top
just-
richest people made 1.8 trillion in the span of the pandemic.
Yeah, and what are they doing with their money to help others?
Man, Jeff Bezos about to buy another building in DC probably.
I'm just saying, like,
Thinking about another Amazon
I
outpost.
got nothing against, like, what they're doing, but at the same time, it's like, are you, like,
How
since
you-
you are making it now, like, you up there, like, you don't have to work for the
You
rest
the
of your
top,
life
man.
type of thing, yeah. What are you doing to implement it? And for me, when it come down to it, even though I might not, there's rumors that he's, with the vaccines he's giving, he's, making people not have kids, sterilizing and things in that nature. But how true are those things? I'm not there
Yeah.
to. I don't see any.
Actual
You know,
facts or data to show
exactly
like when you had the Tuskegee experience, you had clear knowledge of like
what's
there's
going on.
documentation saying, hey, we're actually finessing the people and giving them this and not the actual medicine, whatever.
Exactly. So,
So
until a hard, concrete like
somebody
evidence
does some
comes
like,
out, yeah, I'll be like, because
I mean, for like
all
you're
I'm
gonna
seeing
need a
is like
whistleblower or
positive.
something like that.
Exactly. So I'm seeing positive things from him personally, because you don't hear a lot of rich folks talking
Facts.
about like we want to change the world.
Facts.
Like the carbon. I mean, I don't like his solution. I don't know if you've seen the TED talk
No.
where he had like the population times this equals the carbon or whatnot. So and then
they slowly started hitting that population control.
Yeah.
Like maybe you just gotta kill
And
off
then-
100 million people and we good.
no, and then he say something like, so one of these need to be reduced.
Which one?
Yeah. And it was kind of like Intim, but then you
Just
gotta
hitting
take,
that like
you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. But
facts.
he's letting like these are the things with the
That's his way of
technology we
saying it.
have. X, Y, and Z. This is what we need to do to change in order to sustain Earth.
It's
type of
either
thing, you
it's
know what I
either
mean?
change the way we like the type of energy we use in terms of vehicles, companies, and stuff like that, or he's gonna start having to kill off people just to contribute. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't. Say
He's not saying it, but in
that,
a way, it's a slight hint.
That's yeah. Good.
Like one of these factors got to change, brother. Which one's gonna be? We gonna revolutionize the industry, or we gonna start? You know what I'm saying? Dropping the people here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, again, I'm with it because I've seen some positive things, but a lot of time on Instagram and things like that, they always make him the
bro.
evil guy. Yeah, like I seen one where they said, "Oh, this guy used to make viruses on a computer and sell the antivirus. Now he makes viruses and sell vaccines and things like that." So they pushing that narrative type.
Bill
of
Gates went to Wuhan, China,
So-
and popped open a dead bat and was like, "Corona
Pretty
spread,"
much,
and
yeah.
just bounced back to U.S. to the
So-
safety of Seattle.
So now you seen it, right?
Nah, I haven't.
Because
But
that-
I believe it. I
that-
definitely know there's
that-
a lot of like psychos out there that will just throw out conspiracy
Bro.
theories out the window.
It's
Like
crazy.
QAnon, Anon-Q, whatever that one website is. All these Trump supporters use. It's
No,
supposed to be
that-
like somebody in his cabinet that's a whistleblower on the low has a website called QAnon, like WikiLeaks.
No, they didn't about it. Yeah,
But it's
no,
like-
WikiLeaks used to be good.
Nah, but what I'm saying is
Before they
it's the
enter-
Trump version of WikiLeaks.
Yeah,
So
got
it's
one.
like all these little Trump supporters are out there
They're
like,
into
you
modern-
try
yeah.
QAnon. I'm like, bro, just stop,
Yeah,
stop.
no, definitely. No, it's true. And it, like, one thing I hate about the little conspiracy, back in 2008, one of my friends put me on, like, with the Illuminati stuff. You remember?
Oh, Jesus. That's the
And I used
Illuminati
to-
thing is a rabbit
Bro.
hole, bro. Once you go into that, it's.
I was in there.
Then
when
you
I
go
was
into the
in high
Freemasons, you know what I mean? The child of the lost covenant,
school.
yeah.
Bro,
The Rothschilds.
I was in
This-
there.
this is a
When I
rabbit
say I
hole,
was in
brother.
there, I hit my mom's up and I said, this was back in 08. I swear. I hit my mom's up. I said, they about to round us up and put us. We need to go back home.
Concentration camps.
Yeah. Like, I was serious. And she was like, አይዞን እንጸልያለን ምንም ችግር የለም.
That's
You know,
the
she
Habesha answer,
played
bro.
it off like but
That's the Habesha mom answer.
I
right
was
there.
like,
Just pray on
bro.
it. Jesus, he
no,
don't let this
seriously,
happen.
like, you have to do your own like research nugget and understand
for sure.
things, but like don't jump off because of like
Social
you see a
media,
quick,
news
like,
articles.
Yeah, ትንሽ ነገር. Because if I want to convince you, bro, I can bring in like different videos and put it together.
Oh, it's all perception.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
and
It's
then
how you
make
present
you
stuff.
into like legit. Like I don't with the Jay-Z, they had if you play his record backwards, it says "Murder, Murder, Jesus." So that's one thing they said, and I'm like, now
you
that
really
I'm
think my
yeah,
man thought about that halfway through his verse to
No.
be like murder, murder, Jesus backwards?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just because I don't like. I'm not the one who actually did the audio and actually listened to what it was actually saying. I just took your word for it off the
Yeah.
video and just thought, okay, yeah, they're really doing this. I'm not saying they
You feel
might
me?
not do it, but at the same time, it was like I didn't do my own research. I just
I'm
believed
just
everything.
hearsay.
Yeah, everything you said, I just
You just
ate it up. Yeah, you know what I mean. But the
Right
way,
at the missile.
yeah, no, bro, the way they put it is like.
Oh no!
Now I'm like, oh, like.
bro, that clip
Grown?
art, clip and editing is a
Bro.
mother lover, bro.
Even to
People
the even they get you to the point like they play that psychology game with you to the point where the Zafan Rasu is like the background intent.
you just start
It's
hearing
like,
noise.
No. It's not even the noise. It's like when they showing you the facts or
Yeah.
whatever they gathered. they put it together, and then the beat in the back is like.
Oh yeah, they got the suspense, the suspenseful music, like you watching an action movie, but I mean, like you just my god.
Yeah, no, I swear, they called me a few times. I ain't gonna lie,
you
bro.
call Mom Duke's talking about we about to get put in concentration camps.
Like I used to work at a gas station. I used to sit there and just watch it all
you
day.
Got free time. My man be giving the wrong change to people, getting $10 back when they only gave him a $5.
I'm telling you, man. Like it was one of those. So they doing the same thing. They've been doing that for a minute, so they've been doing it this kahun.
So and that's the thing, man, especially with this whole, like, my thing personally is the masks. Please stop using the fact that you have a pre-existing condition as a reason to why you can't wear a mask, because statistics and facts show that those are the people who are suffering the most from COVID. So why wouldn't you want to wear a mask to protect, bro?
To begin with, man, you know we don't wear our masks the right way, by the way, right?
No,
it's covered. I'm not talking about just internet. I'm talking about like once you get in your car.
Oh, chill.
Because like I'm trying to tell you, there's ways that you're supposed to
put it on and take it off.
Take it off, right? So for us, in order to come back to school, they actually made us do this COVID intern study nagar, like where they give you information and then at the end you get like 3-4 questions.
My man gotta pass a certification.
Yeah, you gotta do at least 90% magnet before you enter Marat. So when it come down to it, when you put on your mask and you take it off, you need to take it off and put it actually in a Ziploc bag, so you can actually close it, and then you put it to the side. And then when you go into, because when we touching things with our hand and you just go boom, you're literally like spreading everything. It right back. Yeah, exactly.
Good thing when I get in the car, first thing I do is sanitize and then take off my mask. Okay. I have a little practice.
I'm just saying, but
I'm paranoid,
I've seen
bro.
A lot of times they just be like, all right, I do it myself too. I ain't gonna lie. I just pick it off and then when I get home, I just hang it or put it somewhere by the, by the keys, and it's already contaminated. Yeah. And it's like, okay,
how long does that last for though? Like, let's say I touch something that's contaminated, or like you said, you take your mask and you just throw it on the joint. Like, how long does it stay contaminated for? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I think they were saying it can live up to 6 hours on plastic or something like that, 2 to 3 days on wood. We have to look it up, but I'm not sure. I remember when it was there was a lot of like.
They were giving like different times though. And like, you could last a day, 3 days.
That's why you gotta sanitize everything. At some point, bro, my hands were like crusty.
All the sanitizer,
all the sanitizer, that washing the hand. It was like okay, and then when it's like more relaxed a little bit. Like
my homegirl, when they started the COVID thing, she started a little business where they would go shopping for elderly couples, So she was like, "Yo, do you mind helping me drive, take me?" I'm like, "All right, cool." Bro, she used to get mad because I used to always hand sanitize every single time. She's like, bro, can you drive? All you doing is hand sanitize. How many times you going to put that on? I'm like, look, every time I get in the car, no question. No question.
Definitely. No, I mean, the little things we have to do. Like, when you're linking up, you get dinner. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where, unless you took the shot already and... in the corner, that's fine. But at the same time, the little things we can do, we have to do it.
So, back to the taking the shot, which one would you rather take? The Moderna, the Pfizer, or I think they have the Cambridge one that's about to get passed right now. Johnson & Johnson's working on one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them working on it. There's, I think, like, Arba Sabat or something
I
like
have
that.
no idea, but I know, like, there's, like, 4 or 5 main ones that I know of. So.
Those are the famous ones, but there's a lot of people, like, a lot of companies that are, like...
They're, like, the Cambridge one is 70% effective, but their test group is a lot broader.
Okay.
Whereas Pfizer's is, like, 30,000 people, all perfectly fine condition. No one that's pregnant, no kids, no pre-existing conditions, which is why you're seeing all these people now. All of a sudden, they're coming out with, "Hey, if you have allergies, if you have this and that, talk to your physician or don't even do it."
Yeah,
you wouldn't think that America, which is one of the most unhealthiest countries in the world, you wouldn't think that to factor that into the exams and to the testing. Like, come on, brother, who do you think this is?
No, for me, I don't mind whichever one have the data,
and that shows both of them are 95. Moderna and Pfizer are both 95 effective.
When I say the data, I'm talking about like people taking it and
not growing the arm.
Yeah, or turning into. They were talking about people turning into alligators or lizard. Some, I'm like,
Bro,
bro.
isn't it Spider-Man?
Because I mean, if they're
That's what
really
happened in
switching up
Spider-Man,
the genetic aspect of it, it's
But
like
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know,
What people
bro.
aren't understanding is that technology is like we were discussing the other time. It's been around for 20-some
20
years.
20 years.
I think they're using it for either HIV
But then it
or
wasn't
some
this the
other
first
test
vaccine that came from it?
that they came from that. But
Yeah, that's
but
the
still,
part where it
you gotta think
scares
about-
you a little bit.
But that's the thing. You gotta understand how much science is going back to it from different countries, different
Yeah.
scientists, different hospitals. It's not like it's just one company focused on it or one country focused on it. You have the
Mhm.
whole world. So clearly, if you're using the best minds, I could
You
see
know,
why your
yeah.
time is gonna be a little bit faster if you're putting in a unlimited
But no,
amount of
when-
money
when
towards
you
it.
say that though, that kind of backfires because I thought it was like different companies working towards the same goal, but I thought they weren't working together.
I'm pretty sure they were probably, if I'm not mistaken, they were sharing certain facts,
Certain
not in terms
information.
of like what they're using for their vaccine, but in terms of like what causes it, what
kind-
attacks it,
okay.
phenomenon. They were sharing that kind of information, but clearly, proprietary
Not
stuff
the-
they're not gonna actually give out.
Their intent, yeah.
Their
so
secret sauce.
Technically, though, they're not like working together then because at the end, if they're not
Yeah.
coming up with it together, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So,
I
but
guess,
I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is.
At the end of the
man.
day, it's just they all had the exact same goal. Because like even the U.S., they're buying a boatload from Moderna and they're buying a boatload from Pfizer. So
Yeah. So no, that's the thing. Once a lot of people taking it and we don't see side effect,
yeah,
I'm gonna get it.
I mean, just off the
I ain't gonna-
statistics,
yeah.
I'm kind of anti Pfizer just because
No, and
you
then-
didn't do any on
okay.
any of the testing wasn't done on people like what I'm saying. Myself, we're a little chunky. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do anybody that had like asthma or anything like that. Like you just expecting us to just go with it.
Go, yeah.
I'm good.
No,
man.
the thing is, I feel like once things are like more vaccines,
Yeah.
like they're gonna make it mandatory, like they always
Oh,
do.
no question.
You know what I mean?
No question. I mean, if you want to fly, they're saying it's about to be mandatory. If you want to go to like events, concerts, and stuff like that, they're talking about this about to be mandatory.
So sooner or later, they're gonna try to make it, make everybody take it. But at the same time,
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea, bro.
it's not. But at the same
People been
time,
getting shots
no,
for
at the same time,
generations.
they should give the
Option.
option because that kind of like, that's violating your human rights. What if my religion says I shouldn't take the vaccine, and I'm perfectly fine? You know.
I agree.
So
Can't argue that.
it is one of those things, but thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Subscribe and comment on your.
Before we go,
Mhm.
like always, give thanks. What are you thankful
Oh,
for,
yeah.
brother?
Oh yeah, man. I'm thankful for for the new year coming, our way, blessing us. Of course, Christmas and
times.
again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm thankful for the family. My friends. There's a
Doing-
list of things I can go into, but yeah, man.
You guys do anything special for New Year's or anything like that, given the
Yeah,
condition?
just it was our anniversary, 10th year anniversary. It's been a decade. Woo,
Two
Love you,
kids in a
baby.
decade.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's a
Oh,
beautiful, beautiful thing.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I'm thankful for that. What about
Myself,
you?
same thing. Being able to enjoy another year with my family, being able to just chill with them, enjoy some quality time. Gonna spend getting out with them as well.
And
Also,
you became a grandfather.
you feel me? My dog had some puppies. That was the first time performing labor. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a doctor in there. I had my gloves and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got 6 healthy puppies, boys and girls. So
Yeah, we're
3
gonna
and
name
3.
one of them Jebena. You already
Oh,
know
bro.
that.
When they're able to go outside, we're definitely gonna bring them
Bring
on
'em
and
out,
do a
yeah.
little episode on that because that's something I personally want to venture into is breeding. Don't
Dog,
believe
yeah.
the negative hype about it, man. Especially
Yeah.
not about pit bulls, man. People have this horrible misconception of pit bulls. You're gonna love mine. You're gonna love mine when they come. I'm gonna bring mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna come with her puppies. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a nice little episode on that. But
Sounds good.
we appreciate you guys. Like you said, like, subscribe. You can find us
Yeah,
on
and
social media as
Also
well.
comment what you thankful for. Like we
know
want
what
to
I'm
hear
saying?
what you gotta say.
Let us know what you guys want to
Yeah.
see, what you guys want to hear us talk about, and we'll go from there, man. So catch
Yo.
you guys on the next one.
Thank
Take
you
care of
for
yourselves.
tuning in and no doubt trolling.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
One
the Dodo
love.
what?
Oh yeah, that
You
Doro
feel me?
and
The
Kitfo and
Dodo what?
Tresega.
All that. I don't know about the Tresega.
Man,
That's not for me.
you didn't even mess on. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Bro,
that doesn't
you
mean I
just-
can't enjoy eating, bro. What the?